The way that this angel met her demise is absolutely ridiculous. Y'all are not going to even believe this story when you read the title. I promise you, it's going to be like, does it get any dumber than this? And I want y'all to take a look at the person on the screen right there. Oh, we're going to get into this. So if you are sensitive Nancy's and sensitive Johns, please go elsewhere because we got to talk about this because we're here to advocate for children. We don't like people to hurt our babies. So let's talk about this. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I want to give another disclaimer. Some of these names are not of my creation. They are from my audience, so shout out to the AFC. But look, what these people did to this little bitty baby is ridiculous. I'm getting this from lawandcrime.com, so thank you so much for the article. An Ohio mother is currently facing prison time. This woman mixed baby formula with Mountain Dew and caused the death of her child by constantly feeding her child Mountain Dew. If that is not the most ghetto, most country, most hick, most country bumpkin thing I've ever heard of, I have never heard of something that stupid before. And I want y'all to take a look at this. I want to get this. That's the baby right there. I mean, you can tell like she had teeth issues already. And we're going to talk about that 18-pack of Mountain Dew. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Let me get this one back up on the screen. I want y'all to look at this woman. Do I have a better picture of her? That is a wide screen woman right there. That was probably the best picture I had. Right. Oh, my goodness. Somebody in the chat called her Pork Chop Becky, which I think that's what we're going to have to call her. Somebody else said No Neck Nancy. Y'all so bad. Trailer Park Tracy. What else y'all got? Becky with the bad hair. Jesus Christ. Big Back Brittany. Lord have mercy. Big Belly Bowens. Y'all remember Big Belly Bowens? Triple B's out of Houston. Y'all remember her? Big Belly Bowens? That woman got layers of skin on top of skin on top of skin. Golly. And then they got nerve to push her around in a wheelchair. I don't feel sorry for her. I want y'all to understand that this woman, what she did to her baby, and look, and I'm not bagging on big people at all. That's not what I do here. What I'm talking about is people who hurt, murder, and abuse children. This woman thought it was proper to give her child sustenance of formula and feeding her child with nothing but Mountain Dew. Swear to God. This killed her 4-year-old daughter from diabetes and dissolved her teeth. Tamara Banks, a.k.a. Pork Chop Becky, a.k.a. Big Blubber Brenda, that you guys see right here, allegedly 41 years old, who is just, looked like she should have been on an episode of My 600-Pound Life. I agree with you. Allegedly 41 years old, was sentenced between 9 years and 13 and a half years in prison this week after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter in the death of her own daughter by the name of Carmody Hoeb, H-O-E-B, in January 2022. The little girl's father, by the name of Christopher, who is 53 years old, also pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter and is set to be sentenced on June the 11th, which is right at 2 weeks from now. It's hard to be a good parent, but you expect at least mediocre parents. Everybody should expect that, said the judge on Friday's hearing, newspaper reported. Not knowing what to do is not an excuse. First of all, he said at least mediocre. I think if you're a mediocre parent, you shouldn't be a parent at all. mediocrity is not a place for parents. Hello. That's not a place for parents. That's not a safe space for children. Bottom tier, you have to be a good parent to great parent to top tier. Anything less than good is flat out shouldn't be accepted. Claremont County Assistant Prosecutor Clay Tharp recounted the suffering in the short life of the little girl in front of Claremont County Common Pleas Judge Victor Haddett during a court hearing, which local affiliate WKRC TV posted audio of on Facebook last July. Just her overall care was so poor that it resulted in Carmody's death. Her death was absolutely terrible. She suffered one of the main indicators we have of this. Carmody has what's called baby bottle caries. Caries? Baby bottle caries. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can Google it. I don't know what that is. Baby bottle caries. Nursing caries or tooth decay can be caused when your child sleeps with a bottle. This condition is also called baby bottle tooth decay. It is caused when a child goes to bed with a bottle filled with milk or juice or anything except water. It's sort of tooth decay caused by drinking a sugary liquid, usually out of delivery system out of a bottle. Well, it turns out this 4-year-old was drinking Mountain Dew out of a bottle every day, so much that it rotted out all of her teeth. And you guys can see that. Let me show y'all, because when I first looked at this picture, I missed this. I went back and highlighted it because I caught it and I said, Lord have mercy. This baby is sitting on this dirty, filthy, nasty floor. Why is she still on a bottle? Why is she on the floor? Why is her mother shaped that way? Why is her dad dumb? Why are they constantly buying Mountain Dew instead of something proper of sustenance for this baby? Why didn't she understand that you shouldn't sit there and just pump that type of stuff into a child to the point where she dies from it? There's a lot of things we could question and ask, and just like, how do you make any sense of this? This case came to light when the girl suffered a serious medical issue and her mom only called 911 after Carmody turned blue and stopped breathing. Citing court documents, the little girl died at a hospital on January 25th of 2022 from a diabetes-related brain injury and being fed a sugary drink through a bottle that dissolved her teeth. She was never taken to the dentist, the paper reported. The parents were indicted last summer on several counts, including murder, involuntary manslaughter, and endangering children. Carmody's obituary said that she was a happy girl. She also loved looking at herself in the mirror because she knew how beautiful and special she was. Smart and vibrant. The camera loved her almost as much as she loved smiling real big and saying cheese. Every day she woke up full of joy and love. Every day she was playing with her Mickey buddies and racing her cars. She touched everyone that she laid her eyes on or spent any time with her. She will always be remembered as our daughter, our guardian angel. I don't even want to make any more jokes, man. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. If you guys would do me a favor and hit that thumbs up and let me know what you think about this story. Is there more that maybe we're missing? But I just don't think that you can have this level of dumb for parents.
Yeah, disturbing to say the least. Now, investigators say that this poor little girl was mistreated most of her life by her parents, and that's ultimately what caused her death. 4-year-old Carmody Hope was diabetic, but the Claremont County prosecutor says her parents neglected her so much they never even learned about her disease. Now, Carmody was rushed to Children's Hospital January 21st of 2022. Her parents called 911 after she was found not breathing at their apartment off Old Savannah Drive in Union Township. Now, doctors determined that Carmody was brain dead, though, and a few days later she was taken off life support and passed away. Prosecutor Mark DeColve says the little girl was neglected most of her short little life, saying that she almost had no teeth because nearly all of them had rotted out from her mouth from malnutrition and poor diet. Now, apparently she had been fed Mountain Dew instead of milk or formula in her baby bottle. Now, here's a look at a GoFundMe.
That sounds like a horrible campaign against Mountain Dew. Like, that don't even sound like a real story.
That was actually created by the family to raise money for her funeral costs after her death. Now, fast forward 18 months, and Christopher Hobe and Tamara Banks were arrested and charged with murder, involuntary manslaughter, and child endangering. Warrants were issued for the two, and they were arrested sometime late this morning or early afternoon. Prosecutor DeColve says that the couple denied Carmody the proper nutrition and medical care that she needed, which ultimately led to her death.
You can always get local stories right here on YouTube, but go
At 5 and only here on Fox 19 Now, a Claremont County mom charged with murder in connection to her young daughter's death changed her plea today.
Brittany Harry is in Batavia now with the very latest.
And if she knew that she had diabetes, then I think that murder charge absolutely should stand, especially if she knew and just flat out ignored it. She clearly ignored it, just didn't care.
Well, yeah, so we're talking about Tamara
And I want y'all to see this when they wheel her into the courtroom. It's ridiculous.
Banks, and she pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter today. This is in connection to her 4-year-old daughter's death. That was in 2022. Now, today I spoke to Tamara's oldest son, and he's not happy with his plea. He says that he feels that this case was rushed through the justice system. This is Tamara Banks being wheeled in.
Look at that. Why is she being wheeled into the courtroom? That's half the problem right there. Make her get up and walk. I don't care if it takes her 30 minutes, an hour to walk in there. Make her walk. That's half her damn problem right there. Lazy.
Into a Claremont County courtroom this morning.
How do you wish to plead? I'm sorry?
The mother of 5 pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter in her 4-year-old daughter's death. All other charges have been dismissed, according to the judge. The child's father, Christopher Hobe, is also facing charges in this case. The Claremont County Prosecutor's Office says Banks and Hobe denied their daughter proper nutrition and medical care, which ultimately led to her death. The child drank mostly Mountain Dew out of a bottle in her short life, prosecutors say, and the coroner's office ruled her death as diabetic ketoacidosis. Jerry Banks is Tamara's oldest son. He says a similar situation happened to his brother in 2011.
One day he just went lethargic and wouldn't move, and the only thing he would respond to was sugar. And for 36 hours, she passed out in the back room, and I had to wake her up and force her to take him to the hospital. And that's when he was found to be in DKA, the same thing that happened to Carmody, and the doctors just happened to catch it in time at Children's to save him.
Jerry says because it's happened before, he feels a change of plea shouldn't have been an option for his mother.
Everybody went through the same kind of situation with her neglect, and CPS was in and out of everybody's life. Just
yours included?
Mine included. Just the neglect showed in different forms on us different kids.
Jerry says he never got the chance to meet his 4-year-old sister as she was kept away from other family members. As for what he'd say to his mother if given the chance,
I don't think I have words. I don't think she deserves words, to be honest.
Now, Jerry says that he really wishes that there would have been a trial in this case. So Banks is set for sentencing on May 24th. Hobe is due back in court on April 10th for a plea or trial setting. Of course, we'll let you know what happens in both of those court hearings. For now, I'm reporting live in Batavia, Brittany Harry, Fox 19 Now.
Brittany, thank
It's like, what more can you say about this? This is parenting at its worst. In 4 years, that woman got that level of out of shape and just can't walk, can't move around. Just, man, that's just pure, like, laziness is a mindset. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, this baby deserved an opportunity to grow up and become something great. Like, I don't want to crack too many more jokes, but I'll leave that for you guys to do in the comment section. I hope that he gets just as much time in prison as mom does, because he sat by and either participated or watched it happen. He knew what was going on. And if you didn't, you definitely need jail time for not knowing that this is wrong. You don't just sit there and just jack your kids up on Mountain Dew, right? What was the GoFundMe for? I think most states, and somebody sent me an email, I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I think most states actually cover death and homicide, wrongful acts that cause the death of children. Most states will cover the burial costs. So why they put up this GoFundMe and sent out $3,160 is beyond me. I just think you're just pissing that money away. But nonetheless, to Carmody, let me see if I can get a better picture of her up here in better days. Probably that picture, not that one. Not even that one, this one. Princess, R.I.P. I really wish you would have had suitable parents, not these fools. Leave a comment in the comment section. Please let me know what you guys think about this. Look at that. That's ridiculous.